You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken tech for your ears.
Welcome. Today we're jumping into the really fast-moving world where digital marketing, tech, and data all collide. We've pulled together some fascinating stuff from different places, and it really shows how things are shifting, how brands talk to us, how technology makes it happen.
Yeah, our goal here is basically to peek behind the curtain, see how modern digital influence actually works. We're talking about how ads get made these days, what's really deciding what you see on social media, and maybe even what jobs might look like down the line. It's about, connecting the dots for you, trying to make sense of all the noise out there.
Okay, so let's start with something pretty huge. AI and video advertising. I saw a stat that over half of ad buyers are already using generative AI for making videos.
It's wild, isn't it? The scale is really picking up steam. Something like 30% of all digital video ads out there are AI created now. And it looks like it's just going to speed up. Smaller brands, mid-sized ones, they expect AI to handle nearly half their video stuff by 2026. But it's not all smooth sailing. They're still figuring out how to measure effectiveness, right?
Yeah.
And for those big connected TV deals, ads on streaming, most buyers still feel you need a human touch there for proper customization.
Okay, so AI isn't just churning out ads, it's also shaping our whole social media world. It feels like AI is becoming a sort of personal content guide, or maybe like a DJ for your feed, picking the tracks. People are calling this the agentic revolution, right? Where these AIs act like agents for us. And it does make you think, you're like, how much is actually being curated for us behind the scenes?
Exactly. And if you think about it, these algorithms are crafting these hyper-personalized bubbles, which, okay, can be great. You see stuff you really like, but it could also be kind of isolating, couldn't it? If you only see what you already agree with. For brands, the game's changing. They're not just shouting messages anymore. They're building spaces where our agents decide what we see. And for creators, well, you've got to be super flexible, really focus on genuine interaction.
Right. So if AI is like the user's personal shopper for content, how are brands using their own data to stand out? That's got to be more than just ads. Yeah. It's about making stuff that people actually talk about, maybe even goes viral.
Totally. And they're realizing their own internal data is like a secret weapon. Think about e.l.f. Beauty. They took their corporate board data and spun it into this huge viral thing about representation. Super smart. Or Qwoted, using all their dating data to become, the experts on relationships.
Like Spotify Wrapped too. Everyone shares that.
Exactly. That's prime stuff. It uses your listening data, makes it personal, makes you want to share it. And even Grubhub did something interesting, linking food orders to voting patterns for timely content. Stuff like that builds real authority, And competitors can't just copy it. The data is the unique angle.
That's way more creative than just targeting ads. But when people hear AI and content, they usually just think writing, right? Like ChatGPT stuff. What else is AI doing for content strategists? And there's more to it.
Oh, absolutely. The real power isn't just writing the blog post. It's about smoothing out the whole content process. Start to finish, you've got tools like Brandwatch or Sprinkler that sniff out new keywords or how people are feeling about a topic, helps you get ahead. And then there are platforms like Descript or repurpose.io. Imagine taking one webinar and automatically chopping it into 20 little video clips, all perfectly sized for TikTok, for LinkedIn, for Instagram. Get your message out consistently everywhere without tons of manual work.
Okay, this is definitely changing things. It sounds like the actual jobs in marketing are going to evolve quite a bit. What kinds of new roles are popping up because of all this AI?
Well, the sources we looked at point to maybe 3 key roles emerging. First, there's the prompt marketer, basically someone who's really good at talking to AI, telling it exactly what's needed to get great results. The AI whisperer, kind of. Then, the influence engineer. This person understands how the algorithms work, how engagement happens, and can strategically guide content to perform well organically. They shape the influence. And third, the forward-deployed marketer. Think of them as the hands-on person who actually puts AI tools into action across different marketing teams and campaigns, making sure it all works together.
Yeah.
So yeah, it definitely points towards needing more tech-savvy, analytical, and strategic thinking in marketing roles.
So wrapping things up, it's clear AI and data are really shaking up marketing. From how an ad even gets made to what shows up in your feed and, even the jobs people will be doing. It's moving fast.
It really is. And it leaves us with a question maybe for you listening. With AI getting so involved in our digital lives, how do you think brands can find that sweet spot? Between making things super personal for you, but also keeping things broad and inclusive enough for everyone.
That's a tricky balance for sure, something to think about. And maybe also consider, how this changed the way you see content and interact with brands day to day.
Spoken Tech for your ears.